Hi, everybody. I'm back again tonight. I hope everybody's having a good night. I promised y'all I would be back tonight and talking about angels. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of information, what I know about angels, a little, not everything that I know, but a little bit about what I know about angels. And then if y'all have any questions about angels or guardian angels or anything like that, or anything about the Hope program, I'm happy to answer them. So tonight, it's all about angels, and angels are. We talk about angels in the P in Hope, in the P module, which is peace. And so the color of peace is blue, and thus I am wearing blue, right? And so it's also the color of your throat and your neck area, and your words. And so just want to talk about that too. And your angels are always here to bring peace. They're always there to guide you, to bring you to a place of peace and harmony. They're never there to confuse you. They're never there to lead you astray. They're always there to bring a sense of peace and harmony. Okay. So remember that. They are God's messengers. There's a lot of angels. There's 9 realms of angels. There's bajillions of them everywhere. I laugh because I tell folks, if y'all only knew, between the angels and the spirits that are all around us all the time, you're constantly bumping into them. You'd be walking around in life going, ooh, ooh, excuse me. So, so just keep that in mind, how many angels there are, all around you all the time, right? Um, so there's 9 realms of angels. All the different realms have different jobs to do. Some of them are in charge of planets. Some of them are in charge of teaching us God's wisdom. Some of them are there to take care of nature and the world. Some of them are there watching over nations and helping, our leaders to do a good job leading us, right? So just know there's angels for everything, for every different occasion. So if you ever need help with anything, and that's the other thing about angels, they are chomping at the bit to help us. Okay, so they love to help us. That is their job. They've been sent here by God, given to us, and in order to help, especially our guardian angels. So we have each been assigned by God. God created all of the angels. As I say this in my guardian angel readings to everybody, that God created the angels, and they were made angels. They're not. They were never human. They were created as angels, and our guardian angels were created just for us. So how wonderful is that? That God gave us a little buddy to, like, just for us. The angel is just for us, a little buddy to be our companion throughout our lives. And so, I think that's awesome personally. And so they're there to help us in anything that we need help with. They're chomping at the bit. They just need us to ask. And so many times we forget to ask them to help. So make sure you're absolutely asking them for any kind of help, whatever you need help with. They are there to help you. Um, and guardian and angels in general really don't have a physical shape. They don't have a physical appearance or name or whatever. But because we are human and because we are physical beings, we need that. And so when we talk about angels, and especially your guardian angel, I always give a description of them because they give it to me, because you need that. You need to know what they look like. You need to know, oh, I have a good, big, strong angel with big wings and, ready to protect me at all times. Right. And so they also, give you a name because you need that. We need that. We want to know, well, what's your name? What do I call you? Right. And so the best way that I know to tell you to get their name is when you're going to sleep at night. Ask your guardian angel, what is your name? And typically when you wake up in the morning, you'll have a name on your head. I was in a guardian angel reading not too long ago, and I was explaining that to the client, and all of a sudden her guardian angel's name just popped into her head, like she just immediately knew. And I have never had that happen to me in a reading before, but she was like, oh, I know it. And she told me what the name was, and I was like, okay, great. Once you get the name, just start calling your angel. I always point back here when I talk about my angel, because that's where I feel my guardian angel all the time. I have a female. She's always there. She's always helping me. So just start calling your angel by their name, whatever you think the name is. If it is not the right name, I will tell you, if it's not their name, if they don't like the name, then you're gonna kind of feel like you want to throw up. It's gonna be a, oh no, I feel like I'm getting sick. So if it is the correct name, though, you will feel uplifted. You'll and it'll feel great. So anyway, you can also just name them again, like, if you just want to give them a name, or if you feel like, hey, I like this name, I'm going to start calling them that. You can try that. And if they don't like it, they'll let you know. I mean, it's absolutely true that they'll let you know. They also love us so much. They just want to protect us. They want to guide us. They are our biggest fans, y'all. They want us to succeed, and they want us to thrive, and they want us to have everything that we can ever imagine and dream of. And so they will do what they can to help us. What we have to remember is we're the resistant ones. We typically, are our own obstacle, but they are here to help us um, to get to our highest, best potential, our best selves, our greatest, highest self. That's what they want from us, right? That's what they want for us, and that's what we want for ourselves. So I also, you know, recently, and I don't know if y'all want to hear about this or not. I hope so. Anyway, another client who is also part of my Hope group, currently, did a guardian angel reading not too long ago, and a little angel came up, like a little accountant angel. It was like a little accountant fella. I don't know, and I don't really remember, but she reminds me pretty often about her little accountant angel, because she's been trying to sell her house, and she wanted a specific amount for her house, and she didn't know if she was being greedy or not, and she wasn't sure. And so we have different angels that surround us at different times. Our guardian angel will bring in other angels to help us at different times in our lives. She was trying to sell her house. She needed a little accountant angel to work the numbers for her, and she has been praying to her little accountant angel to help her. And she texted me this morning and said that she sold her house, and she's going to closing on March the 3rd. And she said, my little accountant angel's been working overtime to help me with this. But it just goes to show you, if you ask, they will help you, right? So make sure you're asking. Another, on my Facebook page, if you go look in the feed somewhere, I have a video of somebody sent me. They have a baby, a little fella, and she was scared to death. And she sent me this video, and she was like, please, Miss Gail, tell me, that this is okay. And it was a light that was just going all around her little fella's bed, and everything. And she was like, like, this is scaring me. I don't know what this is. And you could see it on the monitor, so y'all need to go look in the video. I don't remember when I posted it, but it was a few months back. And there was just this light, all around him. And when I looked at it, I had this uplifted feeling. I was like, oh no, that's his guardian angel. That guardian angel is working, protecting that baby, making sure that nothing negative or anything like that comes or anything comes to harm the baby, so once I was able to tell her that, I thought it was so cool that she was able to see that. And this wasn't an angel today, but I just got a text just right before I got on with y'all from a friend of mine, and her dad, she misses her dad a lot, and her dad's picture is on the top of one of her pieces of furniture, and all of a sudden up on the wall right above is the number 7, and she said that's her dad's favorite number. And so she was like, what is this is freaking me out. I've never seen this before. And it cracks me up that it freaks y'all out. It's like, it's really, especially when it's a spirit like that, it's nothing to be afraid of. They love you. So make sure you're talking to your guardian angels. Make sure you're saying, hey, what's up? How's it going? Help me out here. My guardian angel, I've been knowing her since I'm 8 years old. I was in a pretty bad situation. I'll just say it that way. It was a trauma. It was something that was going on that shouldn't have been going on. And some of the boys in my neighborhood were looking for me to do me harm. And I'll just say it that way. And I was scared and I didn't know what to do. And for those of y'all that know where I live very near Clearview, where Elmwood is. And they were putting in Clearview at the time. And so there were a lot of abandoned houses right there. And all of a sudden, my guardian angel appeared to me and she said, follow me. And there were 2 other male angels with her. And she said, follow me. And I'm getting goosebumps, y'all. I might start crying. So y'all, please just put up with me because I haven't told this story in a very long time. And I love my angels so much for doing this for me. Anyway, so she brought me into one of those abandoned houses and she said, stand in this corner. And I stood in the corner, and her and the other 2 angels stood in front of me in this corner of this abandoned house. And they just stood in front of me, and like I could see everything that was going on, right? Like I knew that they were in front of me, but it was like I could still see like through them. I don't know, however you want to describe it. I just could see what else was going on, and I could hear the voice coming. And she told me, be very quiet, just be very quiet. And I said, okay, I'm not going to say anything. And I was very, very quiet. I never said anything. I just stood in the corner. And those of y'all that know me know that I'm a talker. I like to say, hey, what's going on or whatever. And, but I was very quiet and I just stood in that corner. And I could see the boys passing and saying, where is she? Where is she? We saw her coming here. Let's get her. Let's get her. And, they were looking for me and I could see them. I mean, they were passing me right by, but they could not see me because my angel and whatever other 2 angels, these 2 male angels that she brought with her, protected me. They shielded me so that those boys could not see me and could not do me any more harm, I should say. That's another long story, but anyway, so they didn't do me any more harm. And after, they passed and they ran, they said, oh, she must have ran away. She's not in here. They ran off. And I just stood there for a little while longer. And then she said, okay, come on, we're going home. And she escorted me back to my house. And that was the day that I met Michaela, is my guardian angel's name. That was the day I met her. If y'all know, I was born in 1962. That was not a name, back in those days, and she told me her name was Michaela. She told me she was my guardian angel, and that she loved me and she was going to do anything she could to protect me. So I have been very blessed to know my guardian angel since I'm 8 years old. She is my very best friend. And most of my family members know when I say, oh, you know what? I was talking to Michaela and she was telling me XYZ a thing, like my children, especially, they're all just like, oh yeah, okay, Mom, she's one of the family. She's my very best friend. And so I would love for you to get to know your guardian angel the way I know mine, if you don't already. And if you do, then, you know what I'm feeling, how wonderful it is. And so, again, this is part of what we do in Hope, in the peace. We do it under the protection part too. In the very beginning, we do a little bit with it, and then in Hope Grows, we actually are going to have tomorrow. Actually, we're going to have a whole lesson on angels. And I know this is a big topic. Everybody loves this. This is one, if you can't tell, one of my favorite topics. So, I love the angels. I love what they're about. I love that God loved us so much that he gave us the angels. Anyway, uh, the last thing that I'm going to say about it, and if anybody has any questions, y'all put them in the chat, is, whenever you're feeling divinely inspired to do something, it's typically God speaking through your angels that are doing that, your guardian angel, the angels that are around you. And you should really take some sort of action. When you are inspired to do it, take action immediately. Or when you feel it in your guts, that's I call them angel dings. You get an angel ding, pay attention to it. Make sure that you're like, oh, ding ding, my angel's talking to me. I need to pay attention to that, or I shouldn't go there, or I should do this or whatever. And don't resist it, because it's when we resist that we suffer. And so that's definitely something, that we want to do as little of as possible, right? So if we just listen and take heed, then we won't suffer as much. And anyway, so the other thing is, I don't know how y'all feel about this either, but I was thinking maybe this summer about putting together an angel workshop, and just having a workshop just on angels, and talking about the different types of angels, and how to connect with angels in general, that sort of thing. And I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. If you are, let me know. And I'll do that this summer. It'll probably just be maybe like a if I do it each week, it would be like a 4-week session. I'm just kind of thinking about it, right now. So, but I just thought that would be something that would be good to do in the summertime. And anyway, so I didn't know if it would be better to do 4 weekly sessions, or just try to do like one whole day, and do it over a whole day. So that's the other thing. Anyway, so does anybody have any questions about, and what I'll do is I'll make a page for you to opt in for a wait list for that angel workshop. And then as I develop it, I'll send y'all more and more information, so that y'all can join up whenever it comes in the summertime. Anyway, so what questions do y'all have? Do y'all have any questions about your angel, or I can't see anybody on this thing. I would really love to do like a Zoom session with just everybody that I could fit on Zoom, right? And just talk to y'all so that I could see you. But in here I can't see you. But if you have a question, please post it, so that I can answer your question. If not, I hope y'all decide to join me in Hope and learn a little bit more about angels and how to connect with them and what they're about. And anyway, let me see if there's any questions. Um, yeah, so we're gonna learn about it. Um, how do you know who your angel is? Okay, so um, do you mean so Joan? Joan is asking me, how do you know who your angel is? Like what their name is or what they look like? I don't know. Like, in other words, if you everybody has been assigned an angel. You have one. It's not about whether or not you have one, and you want to know who they are. Then you would ask them their name before you go to bed at night. You would just ask them, hey, guardian angel, what's your name? Then next morning you will get get an answer of who they what their name is. You can start calling them that. They're there for you at your service. So that's how you would know what their name is, if that's what you're asking me. And then how do you join Hope? So I would, Jamie, if you would send me an email at gjmedium at gj at I'm sorry, gjmedium at gmail.com, I will um, definitely send you the information. I'll send you a link to where you can go and sign up for it. I don't have a way for me. I can post it in the comments. I can post the link in the comments once I get off of here. Anyway, Amy wants to know if you can have multiple guardian angels all the time. Some folks have two. I've never seen anybody with more than two. And the only reason why I saw them with two was because they were twins. They had like twin angels. And so that told me that they needed that balance of like the yin and the yang, to have that balance in their life. You don't have multiple guardian angels all the time, but you do have multiple angels around you all the time. So just depends on what's going on in your life, what little entourage you have following you around, right? So there we go. Okay, so Joan is asking if your guardian angel could be a deceased loved one, and the answer to that is no. Your angel was created by God, and humans never become angels. So, unfortunately for us that are here, we're never going to get our wings. As far as that goes, they are created by God. Your deceased loved ones can become your spirit guide, though. So you may have them helping you, guiding you in a little bit different way than your angels do. Let's see. Darlene's asking me. Nope, I don't get any visits in the bathroom anymore. I cut that out a long time ago, Darlene. Great to hear you speak on this today. I've been working, get to know. Oh, okay, great, good, Ashley. I'm glad you're trying to get to know. Okay, so Christy, like I was just telling somebody else, I think it was Joan, yeah, Joan, that it your best friend could be a spirit guide for you, but not your guardian angel. Your guardian angel is an angel. They're just an angel. They're created by God. We are created by God too. Don't get me wrong. We are all created by God, but they are created with this specific purpose of being our companion. God gives us that companion, that spiritual companion. So your best friend may be your spirit guide, but not necessarily not your guardian angel. At least that's how it's been given to me. Okay. Okay, folks. That looks like the last question. So I really appreciate you joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun. Remember, tomorrow night, I'm going to be back again at 7 via StreamYard again, and I am going to just take questions on whatever you have questions about. Ask me anything is what I say, and hopefully I'll have answers to give you. I don't claim to know everything. I heard somebody say recently that they were a master teacher, but not a master of what they teach. And that is absolutely the truth for me. I can tell you what I know to be true for me, what I know that is true in the universe in general, what the laws of the universe are. Um, but I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything, and I don't claim to be perfect. I am human, just like everybody else. I have a lot of flaws. So I will tell you what I can. I will answer the questions that you want me to answer. And if you want, y'all can even go earlier or now or whenever, and just start posting some questions that y'all want me to answer tomorrow night, and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay. All right, everybody, let's see, there's some new comments. Let's see. Somebody's asked, so you get your guardian angel in the womb. You actually get your guardian angel before that, Amy. You are, as soon as your soul, as soon as God creates your soul, he assigns your guardian angel to your soul. Anyway, thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm happy to do it. If you can't tell, I'm passionate about it. I know this is what I've been put on this earth to do, and I just want to spread as much light as I possibly can, y'all. So, and give y'all light so that y'all can pass it along, so we can light up the universe. That's what I'm here for. Give everybody hope and light. So it's been a pleasure. I hope to see y'all again tomorrow night. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.